gymnastics competition from West Germany. The event will be held in the Black Forest city of Stuttgart, West Germany, home of Porsche and Mercedes. During World War II, the picturesque surroundings were devastated by air raids, as over 60% of the buildings were destroyed. The city, however, has once again reclaimed that historic beauty and now provides us with the surroundings for the DTB Pokal gymnastics competition. Bart Connor is with us to preview the upcoming events.
We're here in the Schleier Hall in Stuttgart, West Germany, where 2 weeks from today you'll be seeing the all-around finals of the German Gymnastics Federation Cup here on U.S. Olympic Gold. Competing here are 10 Olympians from Seoul representing 23 Olympic medals. You'll have opportunities to see gymnasts like Yukio Ikitani from Japan, who is the individual event final champion here at the DTB Cup on the rings. Ikitani, 8th place in the all-around in the Seoul Olympic Games, was also a member of the surprise bronze medal winning Japanese team in that event. Ikitani, along with another 18-year-old sensation, Daisuke Nishikawa, will be competing for the all-around honors representing the Japanese team. The Japanese had dominated gymnastics from 1960 to 1978, winning every world championship and Olympic title in between. However, in 1979, the Soviet team took over and has never looked back. This new wave of Japanese gymnastics is being led by Ikitani, who you see here, and his teammate Nishikawa. A perfect dismount and a score of 9.775 gave him the gold on the rings here in Stuttgart. Ikitani and Nishikawa will be challenging for the all-around title here against two Valeries from the Soviet Union. Double Olympic gold medalist Valery Liukin and 19-year-old newcomer to the Soviet team, Valery Balenki. And in the women's all-around competition, Daniela Silivash, winner of 3 gold medals in the Seoul Olympics, along with her teammate Aurelia Dobre, will be challenging for all-around honors as well. She won the gold here in the floor. A member of the strong Romanian team that was the world team champions in 1987 in Rotterdam. Although she captured 3 individual Olympic golds in Seoul, she was disappointed to lose the all-around title to Soviet Elena Shushinova by 25 thousandths of a point. But no disappointment here in Stuttgart, where she scored a perfect 10 to capture the floor exercise gold. Romania's Daniela Silivash. This explosive and yet very elegant gymnast will have her hands full in the all-around competition as she'll try to hold off a pair of Soviet superstars, Svetlana Boginskaya and Natalia Lashenova, both Olympic champions. Also in the men's competition, 23-year-old East German Silvio Kroll will be challenging for the all-around gold. Kroll has been considered one of the best vaulters in the world since 1983. He's been a finalist in every major meet since then. Showing terrific power and strength, good form in the air, and clean landings is why Silvio Kroll led his East German team to the silver medal in the team competition in the '88 Olympics. And with that vault and a score of 9.8, Silvio Kroll captures the gold here in the DTB Cup.
Thanks, Bart. A reminder, the DTB Pokal International Gymnastics coverage from West Germany can be seen here on U.S. Olympic Gold, Saturday, February 25th. Bart will be back with the best gymnasts in the world, including triple Olympic gold medalist Daniela Silivash of Romania. That's February 25th, right here on U.S. Olympic Gold. And up next, we'll return
exclusively on Superstation TBS.
Sitting at the edge of the Black Forest is Stuttgart, West Germany. From the days of the Roman Empire, a city whose history is explained by geography. The elegance of the area that survived World War II has carried over today. Let us show you the grace and elegance of the finest international stars in gymnastics. Today on U.S. Olympic Gold. Welcome to U.S. Olympic Gold exclusively on TBS Sports. I'm your host, Craig Sager. Today we travel to Stuttgart, West Germany for the DTB Pokal International Gymnastics Competition. Highlighting the field, two of the dominant gymnasts from the 1988 Olympics, Valerie Liukin of the Soviet Union and Daniela Silivash of Romania. But before we go to Stuttgart, West Germany, breaking news out of New York. Florence Griffith Joyner, the world's top female runner, has announced her retirement from competitive track. As stunning as her accomplishments in Seoul, with 3 golds and a silver, was FloJo's revolutionary attire, which included bright one-legged running outfits. Since the Olympics, many opportunities feel because she will still coach her husband, Al Joyner, the 1984 Olympic triple jump champion. Up next, DTB Pokal Gymnastics from Stuttgart, West Germany.
U.S. Olympic
West Germany is akin to Detroit, Michigan. But instead of Chryslers and Plymouths, Stuttgart is known for Porsches and Mercedes. The city is the host for today's U.S. Olympic Gold. And Olympic gold medalist Bart Connor is our guide.
Hi, I'm Bart Connor. When you hear the words Mercedes-Benz, you think of power, grace, style, and elegance. Well, if you're talking world-class gymnastics, many times those are the same descriptive terms that come to mind. So it's only fitting that today we're in Stuttgart, West Germany, not only the home of Mercedes-Benz, but also the home of some world-class gymnastics competitions. Today's event is called the Deutsche Turnerbund Pokal, which stands for the German Gymnastics Federation Cup. This year's event is especially significant for a couple of reasons. One is that this is the same hall where the World Championships will be contested later this fall. And two, there is an incredibly strong field of competitors here, featuring 10 Olympic medal winners from Seoul Olympics, representing 23 medals, and the 2 biggest stars are Valerie Liukin from the Soviet Union. He won 4 medals in Seoul, 2 of them gold, and Daniela Silivash from Romania. She won 6 medals in Seoul, 3 of them gold. Now, Seoul, of course, was the end of an Olympic cycle, and when you talk Olympic cycles, it begins here for the 92 Games. It starts here with this event, goes on to the World Championships later this fall, the Goodwill Games in Seattle in 1990, the 1991 World Championships in Indianapolis, and then the 92 Games in Barcelona. So the future stars of international gymnastics begin their road to Barcelona right here in Stuttgart. Now, our first competitor in the women's all-around competition is Natalia Lashenova, the 15-year-old from Riga in the Soviet Union. She's only 4'7.5" and 77 pounds, and is she a tiger? Here's her vault. Tremendous power on a vault that's called the laid-out Yurchenko. It was invented by her teammate Natalia Yurchenko from the Soviet team a few years back. Let's take a look and see exactly how she performs this. She does a round off onto the board, a back handspring onto the horse with tremendous push, and look at the height and distance as she keeps her body straight, does one flip and one twist. Once again, you can see from the backside, she gets tremendous power. She's way up in the air, perfect form, and she actually over-rotates a little bit and has to take a hop. She's going to try this time to block it a little bit more and try and stick the landing. Now keep in mind, in the women's all-around competition, they get 2 vaults. They get the best score of those 2 vaults. Here she goes again. That was nice. Good landing that time. She did block it up a little bit higher, and you can see it's easier to stick the landing when you're coming straight down rather than over-rotating. Once again, you can see on the replay, she has good speed. She really gets a good block right there, which hangs it up in the air and allows her to spot the landing. 9.888 for Natalia Lashenova, which brings us to Aurelia Dobre, the 87 world all-around champion from Romania. She's going to perform on the uneven bars. She does a straddle over right to the top bar, stalled her. There's a Ginger. Oh, and she's off. I don't know why she missed her hands on that. Actually, it looked like she was in perfect position to regrasp. She has to continue her exercise. She'll lose a ½ point deduction for the major break, but she has to pick up where she left off. She's back into the giant swings on the top bar with a full turn and a tuck double back dismount, but I'm afraid she's going to take herself right out of the running with a major break in the first event. Let's see if we can find out what happens. She's going to do a Ginger, which is a back flip with a half twist. She looks like she's right where she wants to be, and I have no idea why she lost grasp there. A disappointing 9-3 for Dobre. Stuttgart, West Germany. This is Daniela Silivash getting ready to perform her vault. She won 3 golds in Seoul. In fact, this is the only event that she didn't win a gold in. Pretty clean vault. She does a Yurchenko vault, just like we saw Lashenova do, but she did it in a tucked position, and unfortunately, she had some form breaks, and that's going to cost her. The beginning of the vault looked very good, the round off onto the board, but notice the form break right there, and she continues with her legs bent and slightly separated. It's okay to bend them, but your legs have to be tight together in that tucked, full twisting position. Once again, you can see she gets a good push off the horse, but a little sloppy in the air, and one step on the landing. Now what she's going to try and do in her second vault is clean up the form a little bit and try and stick the landing. Oh, she laid that one out. That was a much better vault, and I'm sure will score better. This time she did the Yurchenko vault, but without tucking, she kept her body completely straight, and the form was a little cleaner. She comes on with the round off. She goes into the horse, gets a good push, and notice she keeps her legs straight here, tries to squeeze them together, and stick the landing. A good vault for Daniela Silivash. Score 9.738. Which brings us over to the uneven bars. The bronze medalist in Seoul in the all-around, Svetlana Boginskaya from the Soviet Union. This is a terrific event for her because she has such a long line and beautiful long swings. Giant with a full. Giant with a full again. Right to a reverse heck. Nice combination of very difficult elements. You can see why she was a finalist in Seoul in this event, because she has all the right stuff. Cast back up to the handstand, What a beautiful toe-on, toe-off, and she sets up for the dismount. A really high, tough double somersault. Great exercise for Boginskaya. Let's take a look again at this combination. She's going to do a giant swing right to the top and a full turn right on top and set up another one. Beautiful pirouette action, good clean line, and nice straight handstand positions. And the dismount sequence is terrific. She does a giant right to a tuck double back, really high. You can see she kicks out and handles a nice landing. So Boginskaya gets a 9.913, a good start for her in the all-around competition.